Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to Indemy student channel. In this video I'm gonna talk about and or format in Python. So before I begin, if you haven't seen the introduction to Python, go check it out now. I'll put link in the description. This video contains in total 4 examples, and in the end I will briefly explain the definition of and or, and let's jump into the video. So example number 1, let's start by asking the user for the age. Then we are going to determine whether the user has an age good enough to have a driving license. So what we will do, we will create another variable called accept_driving_license. And let's say, for example, in Indonesia, age is the minimum age is 17. So variable age is greater equal to 17. Here we have create a Boolean comparison. Age is greater than 17, and we have given it a name, accept_driving_license. However, sometimes user can be too old to drive, so we can use the Python keyword and for example, age less than 70. And what this does is it says if the age is greater or equal to 17 and the age is less than 70, then the whole thing is true. If age is not greater or equal to 17, then the whole thing is false. Vice versa, if age is equal or greater to 70, then the whole thing is false. So if we enter our age here, then we will get let me write it down first. Driving license, accept_driving license. So accept driving license, true. So okay, that is example 1. In example 2, let's ask the user again for the age, and now we ask them whether they are usually not driving. And in order to do that, we could say that if the age is less than 70, people are not driving. Or if the age is greater than 70, people are usually not driving because they are too old. So then we can print at age, you are usually not driving, and then usually not driving. Like that. So let's run this, and if we enter 40, then we will get at 40, you are not usually not driving, false. If we run this again and then we type 10, so at 10 you are usually not working, true. But in my opinion, there's a small problem with this Boolean. Usually you don't want to write Booleans as a negative because it will get confusing later on. So like English, imagine if you need to interpret a sentence with double negative. In my opinion, it's quite confusing. So we can rewrite this usually to usually driving, and what that means is that they have to be age greater than or equal to 17 or age less than 70, and that is when people are usually driving. So if we run this, then we write, let's say 48, and at 69 you are usually driving, true. Okay, here we've got another function called bool. This is similar to integer and str in that it takes in the value and convert it to boolean. So what will we get if we turn 35 into boolean? You will get the value true. What if again you turn the string Damario into boolean? You will get true as well. And what happens if you change these to 0 or empty string? Now you will get value false. So in a nutshell, these are some values that when we convert into booleans evaluate to true or false. Most of the value evaluate as true, except things like 0 or 0.0 or empty strings. These things evaluate to false. So are you excited, guys? Okay, on the last example I'm about to tell you is how and or work for real. If you have true and false, what and is doing is it's gonna look at the first value which is true, and of the first value is true, then it's gonna give you the second value. Let's type x equal true and false, and then print x. And what this is gonna do is, again, look at the first value, it's true, so it gives you the second one. So if we print this code, you get false, and this is very easy to double check with something that isn't true and false. So we will do 40 and 0, and again it's gonna look and see if it's true, and if it is, then it's gonna give you the second value, which are 0, and you will get 0 in the end. Remember, it is known that this is the true value because if you pass it through bool, it evaluates to true. So and the way it works is it gives you the first value if it is false. So if our first value is true, then it gives you the second value. So if we put 0 first and 35 after, then again it gives you the first value, which is 0. Okay. Or works in a opposite way, or give you the first value if it is true. For example, if we create x is equal to 0 or 35, then if we print this line, it will show the second value 35, which is true value. You can use this and or function in quite a lot of places actually. For example, imagine if you have got a name and surname, and it just so happens that the user has not given their name, so you can do something like this. Greetings could be name or Mr. Surname, just an example, and then if we run this, you will get Mr. Smith. Why? The reason is because name is an empty string, and which means it's false, and or it is false to you when you pass it through bool. So instead of giving the first value which are false, or gives you the second value which is true. So this could a lot more sense in the real world if we let the user type as an input. So let's recreate the function again. Now I will leave my name empty and type Robert as my surname. Am I Robert? I don't know. And then when we print this, it will show hello Mr. Robert. So this is very important topic as a beginner level to understand how and or works in Python. I understand if you are a little bit confusing about this video. Keep learning and practicing, and with your own idea or case. Finally, if you have any question, ask them away in the comment box section. Our team will always there to help you. Thank you for joining me in this video. Thank you for your attention, and again, since it's quite hard for me to create this video, show me your support by pressing the like button, and fill in the comment if you want to discuss topic regarding Python programming. And then once again, don't forget to subscribe because more videos coming on, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.